What's up everyone, Vu of nVu Films, and I'm back with another idiotic video for you to watch. And today's idiotic video is filmed on the Sony a7S III, and that'll be the topic I'll be discussing with you today. It's the Sony a7S III. I know, okay? The Sony a7S III is the most YouTube douchebaggy camera in the history of YouTube douchebaggy cameras. Every YouTuber that does videography, content creation, it's probably shooting a Sony a7S III. There's a couple of those unfortunate fools that are using Canon, and that's just their problem. I don't know why they're doing that to themselves, but the Sony camera has been covered over and over and over again. A7S III, A7S III. It's just ridiculous, right? But I'm here to tell you that as annoying and as ridiculous as that is for many of you who are watching YouTube and seeing all the Sony a7S III content, I can tell you with 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, okay? Out of everything that I've ever purchased in my entire life, whether it be shoes, a bowl of fried rice, pho noodles, a house, car, everything I've ever bought in my life, there's nothing that has been such a satisfying purchase to me as the Sony a7S III. I have purchased, you name it, like anything. There's always something that I'm, after a while, I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm kind of tired of it, right? I get to buy a car, a few months later, I'm just like, oh, this is kind of annoying me, whatever, I'm tired of this door, I'm tired of this engine, whatever it is. I buy shoes, oh, it looks good, and then after a while I'm like, oh, I don't like how it's feeling, it feels kind of weird, it looks kind of funny. House, doing all this reno, doing all this, just extra stuff I got to keep up with, cutting the grass, like there's pain points to everything that you buy, you know what I mean? Glass, anything. But this camera, this Sony camera, has been so satisfying where, it's the best $3,600, well, in my case, almost $7,000, because I bought two of them. It's the best $7,000 I've ever spent. I really can't find any real complaints about this camera, even in this challenging lighting situation that I put myself in right now for some reason. It's gonna handle it fine, and I know it will. I don't have to worry too much about exposure, other than the fact that if I'm shooting S-Log3 like I'm doing now, I could just expose plus 1.7 on the meter, and I have so much control over it. The autofocus is amazing. And of course, the Sony system has so many lenses to choose from. Right now, I'm shooting on the 35mm f1.4 GM. Battery life is great. The only thing that I could probably say anything about it is maybe the screen could be better, but even that, it's perfectly fine. Do I wish it had like a freaking, baller screen comparable to, let's say, I don't know, Blackmagic or something like that? Yeah, but it does the job, and it's just a fantastic little camera. Gosh, as a video maker, as a person who does so much run and gun shooting, videos like this, the 10-bit, 4K 60, 4K 120, you know the specs. You've watched all the YouTube douchebag videos. This Sony a7S III has been amazing. Like every camera I bought, a7 III, like obviously the video specs were kind of lackluster. Screen was an issue. There was no touch autofocusing, that tracks. Gosh, like even right now, I'm like watching this, looking at the screen right now, and that box is just like locked on my eye. It switches over to the right, left, like it is not losing a beat. Like I don't have to pretty much just turn it on, make sure it's exposed well, and it just does the job. Is the IBIS like GH5 IBIS? No, everyone heard how GS5 has amazing IBIS, but again, that's a micro four thirds sensor. There's a lot of room for that sensor to bounce around in the body. Now, if you put this camera into active mode, in my opinion, I like that active mode stabilization where it has like a little bit of shake. Because if I wanted like super smooth footage, I'm slapping this camera on a gimbal. I want a little bit of organic shake when I'm doing these documentary films while hand holding the camera. And the Sony a7S III with Active Stay does the job. If you are like, on the fence, right, about buying Sony a7S III or maybe the FX3, something comparable, and you're just like unsure about it, like you're not sure if you're gonna like it, like anything in life, it really depends on you, but I would say like, if there was freaking like 20 people who bought an a7S III, 19 probably loves the camera. That other one person is just a douchebag. Like just, something's wrong with him, Like even if you had like a Blackmagic cinema camera or something like that, and of course everyone says like that image is like better or whatever you wanna, say to make yourself feel better. The Sony a7S III would still be a great camera for them to have simply because it's just a better camera to just grab and start shooting with. Instead of having to rig up and everything, like Sony a7S III, turn it on and start shooting. Get it. Great footage, great dynamic range. You don't have to worry about rack focusing. You don't have to worry about manual focusing or anything like that. You just let the camera do it, and it helps you just do your job, capture good image, and S-Log3, 10-bit super gradable. If you don't want to grade, S-Cinetone looks great. It's just been amazing the past 7 months. And if you want to call me a Sony fanboy, that's fine. I don't mind it. I don't mind being a Sony fanboy if that's what you want to say about me. I'm just telling you, after like 7 months of ownership of the Sony a7S III, shooting multiple different gigs, commercials, weddings, various documentary work, YouTube, I just cannot be more happy about a purchase in my life. It's been amazing. It's just been a champion. Sony just really knocked out of the park. This is not like one of those, day of announcement reviews. This is not me using this camera for like a week review. This is me after using this for 7 months. Every day, pretty much. This camera is just beastly. So, amazing job, Sony. People complain, Sony keeps releasing new stuff, but hey, keep going. Just do what you gotta do. Yeah. Until next time, if you like this kind of content, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Lighten up.